Lou Carnesecca. Of course, his name is on this arena here in Queens at St. John's, where he was a head coach for 24 years, 526 wins. He was known for wearing colorful sweaters. So current head coach Rick Pitino today coming out in honor of Lou Carnesecca, wearing one of those sweaters that was custom made. A tribute video played in Carnesecca Arena before the ball game today. And there were some teary eyes, including Rick Pitino's.
When he gets into your body, and he's 6'6", that helps.
This guy's pretty big on the other side. 6'10" Coleman Hawkins trying to get to his spot, and he banks it home for the first points of the game. There. Quick in transition, here's Gasson. Boy, watch this guy. He can shoot it from anywhere. Hassan from downtown.
Villanova. And the unique thing about Brendan Hassan is his shot is beautiful. We know that, but he will do other things. He just hasn't mastered that part of it. But the mid-range game, boy, there's not many people in the country better than that.
Here's Hassan again, this side, this time inside the arc.
They live behind that arc. He is not like that. He will dive on the floor for loose balls as well.
Scott steps back and buries a triple. Step back, C.J. Jones gives it up to Max Jones. Great dish, and Gasson does the rest.
6'6", 6'5". Also, David Gasson is 6'9", 6'10" as well.
Oh, there's that man again, Brendan Hassan. Jerome Tang says we think we got a good one, and boy, did they.
Didn't start one game at Villanova. Shows the true character of people, and he took accountability. I think it was probably forced as well from his teammates.
That time, though, Doug McDaniel, Taylor Jones, but they come back now on offense. Boy, wide open. Nobody has Gasson, and a two-handed jam.
It's a thing, Brandon. It's a thing now.
That's Dunlap's game. Another one miss. Ejiofor saves the possession. Gets it back and throws it down. Red Storm as they try to claw back in this game. Davon Smith, step back three.
You need that from your leadership. I mean, that's just an awesome look away. Look the defender off.
Here comes Davon Smith. Down inside, good pass, and finishing it off. That's a 12-1 run, and Hassan can't change it. Lewis, or rather Jones flying through, still free. How about Gasson? They tapped it out again. Hassan. Wow, what effort on the glass for the Wildcats.
There's a reason you're open. There's a reason you're open, BG.
That was his first three-point try on the other end.
And there's a reason he's open. Like I tell you, this ain't the hoop.
And that's one thing Jerome Tang was worried about, because they've had a little trouble clearing the glass this year. Hassan again, yes! Offensively. Lewis drives inside, strips. Hawkins took it right away.
Well, they're not running anything. That's probably the one issue. It's a lot of one-on-one, guys trying to get their own.
Send it the other way.
Yeah, so this is what 6'10" in length, and really when you don't run much, you allow guys like that to stand down there and kind of zone up, and then at the other end.
Hassan, rise and fire. My goodness. Right in Dunlap's face.
Jerome Tang is, if you got it going, he's going to continue to allow you to go.
Gasson ahead of the pack.
How many times have we seen a long missed shot by St. John's? And the run out, easy game when you stay in front of guys and you force your opponent to take tough shots.
From nearby, Brooklyn kid, grew up playing in the parks of Brooklyn, and he gets two right there. That could have been a marquee win, but it was a heartbreaking loss.
Yeah, they were up 20 in that game at one point.
Richmond, around the arc it goes, open three, and it drops for Glover. McDaniel. Glover with a blow-by. Oh! He went up with ill intent. Ejiofor follows it. That'll take us to a timeout. St. John's, a 7-0 run.
Well, you talked about Glover being youthful. So it was an awesome contest. Gasson stops it, but Ejiofor, he's relentless. He stays with the play, always engaged.
I mentioned he began his career at Kansas with such a highly touted recruit. He's got a mismatch here guarding McDaniel, and McDaniel, it's good defense.
That's it.
Here's Ejiofor, this time dishing to Richmond. John can't complete it. Uh-oh, here comes Lewis. 1-on-2. Look who's there, Ejiofor, live right now. Hassan stop and pop.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's got 21.
Oh, yeah, he's still here. It's about how players can transfer and go from school to school, but there's a lot of good stories as well, and his is one of them at the top of that list.
Well, it's Hassan on one side. It's Zuby Ejiofor right now on the other. Ejiofor, again, tapped out, though. Nice defense by Jones. And then Jones with the assist. Unexpected. McDaniel drives. Cannot get it. And that will do it. 39-35 K-State, Donnie, at intermission. Now, K-State's bench only played 16 total minutes in that first half. With a pace, we'll see if that's an impact going later in the game.
He's got to do some work, and it can't be just on the perimeter.
Nice dish and a flush by Lewis.
And where he came from. But look, the reason you have all that stuff behind you is because they think you're good enough.
Here, Manhattan, Kansas, where K-State is from, of course, and these two teams haven't met since the 60s. But renewing that, Hawkins trying to stop, but he cannot because R.J. Lewis's offense a little too good. With Richmond, with Smith, Scott, Ejiofor, there's so much talent on this St. John's team.
I mean, he just knows how to contort his body and create that extra space.
And in the first half, but now it's a Johnny's by a penny. Wilcher from 15.
Got it.
Boy, he stepped into Ejiofor but missed the lay-in. Wilcher stepped through. Yes, a 12-1 run. Jerome Tangs tried to call a timeout, but Hawkins went right to the rim and scored it. Jerome Tang was saying, bring the ball over here and call a timeout. Hawkins had other ideas. Lewis has some ideas of his own. Double already for Ejiofor with that rebound.
Yeah, that's where I think you really needed the timeout.
Scott. Oh, boy.
And now you have to get a timeout. I don't care if Jerome Tang has to walk across the floor to us. You got to get a timeout right now.
Two, and both of them could really use this non-conference win to pad their early season resume. Ejiofor powers it up and in. Jones cuts to grab it. It finds Hawkins for two. He also thought he got fouled. No whistle, and now Ejiofor athletic.
Pushing Hawkins way out.
Speaking of way out, and who's there? Wow. My goodness.
Catches it with two.
Thing or two about college hoops. Shot clock dwindling, corner three, and that drops down for Ruben Prey. Scott. Ejiofor, he will take it when open. Why not?
Why not? I mean, you have to know everything else is working for him. You don't want to leave him that wide open. And we talked about it in this day and age.
Gasson, shot fake, drives, hangs and finishes. Counted and the foul for David Gasson.
We know that they were knocking down threes in that first half, but this ball swings. Beautiful shot fake. And then just using that length to get to the basket.
Johns. Well, there you go. But an offensive rebound. Dunlap. Wow. Ejiofor. My, they are owning the offensive glass. Jones, no. Tap back, yes. Quick, inside of 6.5. This would help. Off the mark by Jones on Yinso. Well, there it's touched and rejected by Richmond. Smith up ahead, rising at 6 foot to throw it down.
That's a nice job by Lewis. This team can scare you and is scary to play in so many ways.
They beat the press and get another jam.
The bottom is better in the Big East this season. The top is reachable. So what that means for teams like St. John's and
on a day where they honored the Hall of Fame coach Lou Carnesecca, who is the all-time wins leader here, and Rick Pitino wears a sweater in his honor. It's St. John's winning, going away 88-71.